Arete Telecom Incorporated was formed in late 1995 by three men with exceptional vision and understanding of the American free enterprise system. The three, Mr. William R. Austin, Mr. Ross Swimmer, and Mr. Stephen Walls. A fourth man, Mr. Dan Austin, although not directly employed by the company, was instrumental in developing the network marketing plan and continues with the company as an independent associate. William Austin, chairman of ATI, is an investor in people and in ideas. He has varied interests throughout the Southwest and is well known in his hometown of Shawnee, Oklahoma. Ross is an attorney and of counsel with a prestigious law firm in Tulsa. He served as principal chief of the Cherokee Nation in the late 70s and early 80s, and he was an assistant secretary of the Department of the Interior under President Ronald Reagan. He is an investor, a banker, and has been involved with business startups all his life. Steve is a certified public accountant, businessman, and entrepreneur in his hometown of Tulsa. Steve is vice president of Arete Telecom. These men bring vast experience, expertise, knowledge, and understanding to businesses. They formed Arete with the belief that they could make a difference in people's lives by building a strong company that would benefit all who choose to join. And now, Ross Swimmer.
I'm Ross Swimmer, president of Arete Telecom, Inc. Thanks for joining in this presentation today. I want to share with you a little bit of the vision, the commitment, the plan of ATI. With me are three of our outstanding associates, Dan Austin, Billy Stepp, and Lou Butterfield, who are also going to talk to you about their work with ATI and the successes that they have had. Our program is made up of people who are committed to helping people, people working with one another, people making things happen for one another and with one another. We have a group of people that are dedicated to working with you, to serving you, and I think that after you've heard what these three associates have to say about the program, you'll agree with me that it is a dynamic, forceful, very, very strong program for helping the individual achieve the dreams and successes that they want. Recently, I spent 3 years in Washington with Ronald Reagan. As Assistant Secretary of the Department of Interior, I was involved with a lot of people all over this country. I traveled a lot. I saw a lot of things that were happening out on Indian reservations in inner cities. I saw a lot of despair. I saw people who were trying to live on minimum income. I saw people who wanted to know what the American dream was all about because they didn't have it. They wanted to share a dream that we have and that we have had since we were born. And yet it was elusive. It escaped them. They couldn't seem to find that dream. When I finished my work there, I came home. I decided that's where the answers were. I also decided that it was important, if I was going to do something with my life, that I wanted to share it with others, and I wanted to involve other people. The opportunity came with Arete Telecom. It was put together by a group of people that believed in the American dream. It was put together by people like you and me and others that said, it can happen. It can happen for anyone. There's no one that has to be excluded from that dream. And when we put ATI together, we said, this is a company for everyone. We aren't going to charge any big fees to join where the company makes a lot of money. We have a program that's unique. If you don't make money, we don't make money. That's the name of ATI. People helping people to succeed. The three associates that you're going to hear from are outstanding people in their field. They have been out across this country already, talking to people, developing that excitement, and it has grown to the level now where it can't be stopped. ATI is the company of the future. Join me after you hear these gentlemen talk of their experiences, and let's move this company forward. Let's make that American dream real for everybody. It can happen if you want to get involved with Arete Telecom.
I'm Lou Butterfield, and I'm very pleased to be an independent associate of ATI. I'm excited about this company and the potential it offers people like you and me. The information you're hearing in this presentation could actually change your financial future. It's that important. But what exactly is Arete? Simply, it's a company that offers communication services and products at great prices and allows you to build your own business while at the same time helping others build theirs. And, by the way, getting well paid while doing so. How do we do that? We're taking advantage of the deregulation of the telecommunications industry. We put together a program that not only allows you to buy long-distance service, but also provides a way for you to earn a substantial independent income. First, let me quickly show you some of the great long-distance products ATI offers. We offer a full range of long-distance telephone service through major long-distance carriers, 1+ dialing, calling cards, 1-800 numbers, and international calling. We have products which are arranged in several easily understood packages. Package 1 is 75 minutes of prepaid long-distance service for $30 a month in an easy-to-use portable phone card. This 75-minute refillable phone card can be used from anywhere in the United States and from your home. The card is available by itself even if you don't have a phone, or in combination with an excellent long-distance rate if you have a phone and decide to change long-distance carriers. Package 2 is 120 minutes of prepaid long distance for only $30 a month. It's 1+ dialing good 24 hours a day, high noon, midnight, 9 p.m., 9 a.m., in-state, out-of-state, and 1-800 calling. There's no phone card required, and you receive credit for your 120 minutes on your monthly phone bill. After using your 120 minutes, out-of-state rates drop to one of the lowest 24-hour-a-day rates available, and in-state rates are competitively priced based on the state in which you live. Package 3 is our basic long-distance package for retail customers. A retail customer is someone who wants to buy the telephone service without joining the network. The rate received by retail customers is the special rate normally reserved for high-usage business customers. It's one of the lowest 24-hour, 7-day-a-week rates available in the market today. Other packages are available and are being added, which can also be explained by the associate who invited you to watch this video. We do have great products to offer, but the most exciting part of this program is the income potential it brings with it. Let me ask you this question. Do you need extra income? If you're like me, the answer is yes. Well, why do you need extra money? Well, some need it because they always have more month than money. Some need income because they have no emergency fund. Many desire to be debt-free. Some have been caught up in a never-ending debt cycle. Some have a fear of outliving their income. Some are working at jobs they dislike. And others just have a desire for more income. What about you? Well, as far as I know, there are only 3 major ways you can make extra money. 1, work for money. Of course, there are only so many hours a week you can work, and sometimes you just can't meet your obligations solely through your own efforts. 2, let your money make money for you. The catch there is you have to have money to make money. And 3, let people make money for you. J. Paul Getty, in his book, How to Be Rich, said, "I would rather earn my fortune off of 1% of the efforts of 100 people than from 100% of my own efforts." He's talking about networking. That's the beauty of the ATI program. It allows people to make money for you. How do we do that? Through network marketing. Networking has been around for years. In fact, last year, approximately $40 billion was spent through network marketing. There are good networks and poor networks, and I've seen a lot of them. But let me tell you, this is the best network program I've ever been associated with, and I think you're going to love it too. Let me ask you this question. How would you like to be able to sell a service that someone is already buying, sell it at competitive prices, and get paid for doing it? That's exactly what Arete offers. Everyone has a phone. Everyone uses long-distance service. But how often does your phone company send you a check instead of you sending them one? Think about this. When you buy a car and get a good deal, you tell your neighbor about it, don't you? If your neighbor buys a car from the same dealer, Does the dealer send you a check? Does Walmart send you a check when someone buys something from them that you've recommended? I don't think so. But the Arete way is this. If you like the service you get from Arete, if you like the long-distance service they provide from their carriers, if it's fairly priced, and if you tell your neighbor about it, ATI will pay you if your neighbor signs on to the same good deal. We think it's only fair. Actually, what's happening is instead of paying celebrities millions of dollars to advertise to the public, ATI is allowing us to do the advertising for them through this networking program. According to the February 19th issue of Advertising Age, AT&T alone spent over $700 million in advertising last year. That's nearly $2 million per day. Where does that money come from? It comes from you and me each time we pay our phone bill. But with ATI, you receive the advertising dollars. How do you receive that money? Well, if you can add 3 and multiply by 3, you can understand the ATI network concept. It's a 3x9 network. Let me explain. As an associate of Arete, you are allowed to sponsor 3 other associates on your top level. You can only sponsor 3 on your top level. You can't have 4, you can't have 6, you can't have 10, you can't have 100, you can only have 3 on your top level. And those 3 can only sponsor 3 on their top level. So it goes down in increments of 3. Let me show you. You sponsor 3 associates. Each of those 3 sponsor 3, making 9 on your second level. They each sponsor 3 for 27. They sponsor 3 each for 81. They in turn sponsor 3 each for 243. They sponsor 3 for 729. They sponsor 3 each for 2187. They each sponsor 3 for 6561. And they sponsor 3 each for 19,683. Each associate can only sponsor 3 other associates on their top level. But when you add all these levels together, you have 29,523 potential associates in your matrix. But how do I make money on these associates? Dan Austin, an extremely successful associate of Arete, was the architect of a compensation plan to go along with this matrix. His good friend Bill Estep explains a compensation plan better than anyone I've ever heard. For that portion of the presentation, let me turn this over to Bill.
Earlier in the video, Ross Swimmer mentioned the elusiveness of the American dream. One of the things that attracted me to Arete was the ability of the program to help people make those dreams come true. We call this part driving the train. Lou introduced you to the 3x9 matrix. What I want to do now is to show you how that 3x9 matrix will make you money. First of all, there are quick start bonus commissions paid on the first monthly purchase of each new customer. And second, there's my favorite type of commissions, which are residual commissions. Residual commissions are the commissions that you keep earning month after month after month, long after the sale was made. This example is based on averaging $2.50 in monthly commissions from the efforts of each associate on your first 2 levels, and $1 from each on levels 3 through 9. One of the great things about the Arete program are there are no bosses. You're the head of your own network, and how much you work or when you work is strictly dependent on yourself. What we want you to do is to advertise for us, as we were talking about earlier in the video. We want you to tell your friends, your relatives, and your neighbors about Arete's great program and their great products. Some of these people will want to just become customers, and that's great. We would love to have them as customers. But some of them are also looking for a way to make extra money and a way to grab that brass ring and achieve their life's dreams. Those people will become associates. Let's assume that you've shared the program with 3 people, Kyle, Cheryl, and Will, that have decided to join you in this venture. Now here's how you make money from these efforts. Remember, in a 3x9 matrix, you can only have 3 people on your first level. Not 4, not 5, not 20, just 3. If each one on your first level is worth $2.50 a month in commissions, and there are 3 on that level, that means you have achieved a $7.50 monthly residual commission. Remember, residual commissions are those that you keep getting month
after month after month. If you can have 3 on your first level, your 3 also can have 3 on their first level. That means you can have a maximum of 9 associates on your second level. If each of those are worth $2.50 in monthly commissions, that means you now have a $22.50 commission from that level. Add that to the $7.50 from level 1, you now have $30 per month coming in. If you are paying $30 a month for your product and the company is paying you $30 a month in commissions, you are now paid for in the plan. To demonstrate how this is the fuel that drives the train, let's look at what happens next. Who is the only one in our example that is paid for? It's you. Don't you think that Kyle, Cheryl, and Will would want the same thing that you have? They also would like to be paid for. For them to become paid for, what do they have to do? They have to help their 3 each get 3, just like you did. This creates level 3 for you. There's a maximum of 27 people on that level. Your third level is created because you created levels 1 and 2. But if you think you can just sign up 3 people and sit back and wait for your matrix to fill, I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. The reason is some people just don't do their share. And those of us that are workers have to do a little extra to make up for them. You say, Bill, how can I sign up more than 3 if I can only have 3 on my first level? You can sign up as many people as you want. Only 3 can be on your first level. Well, where do the extra people go? The computer automatically places them in the first available opening in your matrix. It might be on level 4, it might be on level 5, but it'll fill them for you. In 17 weeks, Harriet and I have been fortunate enough to have over 4,600 associates join us in this program. Now, this hasn't happened because we're special. It has happened because the plan is special. Now, let's recap of what it took for you to become paid for in the plan. You had to create levels 1 and 2. What did Kyle, Cheryl, and Will have to do to become paid for in the plan? They had to create level 3 for you. Well, how do you get a level 4? That's the people that are under Kyle, Cheryl, and Will. They have to create level 4. There's a maximum of 81 associates on level 4. If level 4 is full and level 3 are full, that's 108 associates that you have on those 2 levels. If each of them is worth $1 a month in commissions to you, that's over $100 a month you now have coming in, plus being paid for in the plan. This continues on level 5, where there are 243 associates. Level 6 has 729 associates, and level 7, there's 2,187 more. That means there's over 3,200 associates so far in your program. If they're each just worth $1 a month to you in residual commissions, you can do the math. It's pretty good, isn't it? What has driven the train all the way down through these levels is the desire of each of these associates to be paid for in the program. Level 8 has 6,561 associates. If someone said, Bill, you need to go out and sign up 6,000 people, I'd look at them like they were crazy, wouldn't you? But you know, when I look at the fact that there are over 3,000 people looking for that 6,000, it's not such a hard job, is it? There's 19,683 more associates that you can add on level 9. Now you really have the power of compounding working for you. If each of the associates was just worth $1 in residual commissions to you, look what the potential of this plan has for you. I look at it this way. The company has provided me with a train that has 29,523 seats. I would love to see every seat on the train full. My job is to provide the fuel that drives the train. And just like I've shown you, that fuel is being paid for in the plan. That's what drives this train.
I'm extremely encouraged by the ease in which non-sales oriented people are able to recruit new associates and sell Arete's telephone service. It just goes to show you that if you have the right product and the right opportunity, then nothing can deter your success.
Now, folks at my age, if I can do this, anybody can do this. I've been in this business 4 months. I've brought in approximately 22 people, and I have over 1,000 people in my downline.
And what excited me about the Arete program was three things. One, we have a management team that's behind us all the way. Two is the people involved in this company. The third thing was the residual income that it can provide for myself and my family.
If you've ever considered putting forth time and hard work into building your own business, this is a company that I can recommend enthusiastically. If you want to build a retirement, if you're wanting to be a stay-at-home mother, or if you just want to earn extra money to live better, then come and join us at Arete. It's a great company.
Hello there, I'm Dan Austin. I'm sure glad to get the opportunity to visit with you. Now that you've seen our program, you've seen the exciting people in it, folks, it is unbelievable. They're just barely touching the tip of the iceberg, what's fixing to happen in this company. We've just grown tremendously, up to 9,000 people in 4 short months. It's designed for people like you and me, average and ordinary people, to build a business. Isn't it a dream, really and truly, that you would like to increase your financial situation and possibly get out of debt and not owe anybody anything at all? That's what we're all about. That's what we're sharing with you. That's why we're here, is to help you build your business. I'm so excited about this business, I can't hardly tell you how excited I am. The potential is unbelievable for average and ordinary people like you and me. I appreciate this opportunity to be with you. Thank you.
Now that you've heard the Arete program, you may have several questions. How do I get started? Simply fill out the appropriate form supplied to you by the associate who invited you to view this video and fax or mail them along with check, credit card information, or money order to the company. If I'm changing my long-distance carrier, when is my service switched? Normally it takes a few days to a few weeks to have your phone switched, depending on the speed of your local phone company. Because people become associates at varying times of the month, to receive fair value for your first $30 payment, each new associate receives a 60-minute, 1-year phone card in the month that they join the Arete program. What qualifications do I have to meet to receive downline commissions? After becoming an associate customer yourself, simply sign up another associate customer and 2 retail customers to qualify for commissions on the first 3 levels. Do the same thing again and you qualify for commissions on the next 3 levels. And do it again to qualify for downline commissions on all 9 levels. It's that simple. Even if an associate doesn't become a customer, he or she will still receive commissions on all of their direct sales. Why not talk with the associate who asked you to view this video and start with your blueprint of the American dream?
that boy you had working for you over at Pratt and Exeter.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Come on now. Crazy-ass gangster like you fretting over catch.